And how about today, Severino, win number 10?
I think we could see that as the kid pitchers keep on coming, Bob, for the Yankees. And guess what? This kid, 24 years old, he's the best one. You've already talked about it. He's the ace. To have Kevin Cash refer to Loaisiga as another Mariano Rivera yesterday after a couple of innings, well, wait till he watches a couple of innings of Severino if Severino is on his game. The fastball, the slider, the changeup, everything has worked for him this season. A little uneven in his last start, threw too many pitches, only lasted 5 innings and getting the loss. But on a beautiful day for baseball, if you're Aaron Boone, what can make that scene more beautiful? The fact that Severino's on the mound.
All right, let's find out what's happening at the stadium right now. Meredith Marakovich standing by with the Clubhouse Report, brought to you by your Tri-State Ford dealers. And Meredith, the Yankees lead a lot of those best in Major League Baseball lists, and among that, the best record in the majors at 45-20.
Bob, this team has been playing some really good baseball. They're 25 games above 500. They have the best win percentage in Major League Baseball right now. And you look at the fact that their pitching staff is really rolling, both starters and relievers. It seems like they're getting different contributions from a different guy on offense every game, and they are just finding ways to win. Now, the offense still hasn't been rolling on all cylinders, and it really makes you wonder when they start rolling what this team is going to look like. But despite all that success, there is a common theme in that clubhouse. Every pregame and every postgame, players are saying they are not satisfied. They believe they're capable of more, and there is room for improvement, and that theme fits perfectly with this afternoon's starter, Luis Severino. He was a guy that was in the conversation for the AL Cy Young last year, but he came into spring training even more motivated, determined to build on that. And so far, he has done that this season. Jack, you mentioned it. He's going for his 10th win. He has a 2.27 ERA, and Aaron Boone has spoken about what stood out to him most throughout Luis Severino's first 14 starts of the season.
Just to see how driven he is, you know, driven to be great, to build on last season. Obviously a great season for him, and as I've said a lot, you know, for being such a young man, he's been through a lot at the big league level. You know, he's experienced a lot. You know, he's gone through adversity up here. He's come up here, had success, fallen on his face a little bit, gone to the bullpen, had success in the pen, came back and was a starter, and he's just experienced a lot of things, and I really think it's helped him be very mature at a young age, and now we're seeing a guy that I think makes great adjustments. When he does get off track, he can really rein himself in real quick.
Do you feel like Severino's taken on more of a leadership role in that clubhouse, especially with some of the younger Latin guys?
You know, it's hard for me to say if he's taken on more of, because I wasn't here before. He's definitely a voice in there. I think he's definitely somebody that guys in a way look up to, and guys, you know, position player, pitcher, you know, he connects with a lot of guys in there. You know, to see the way he is on the bench when he's not starting, and I put it, he's hooked up. He's on the days he's not pitching, he's really into the games and on the bench and cheering his guys, and so I think he is very respected, and those experiences I've talked about, I think people understand that he's been through that. So I think he is somebody that a lot of the guys do look to.
And Luis Severino sure likes pitching here at home. Since September 27th of last year, he has completed 6 innings or more and allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 consecutive starts. He's the first Yankee to do so since our very own David Cone did it in 1998. Now, the Yankees not too shabby at home as a team either. They are 25-10 here in the Bronx. Now, let's rewind quickly back to last night. You saw some good things in that 8th inning from Gary Sanchez. That double that he hit driving in 3 and really opening things up snapped a 17 at-bat hitless streak for him. After the game, I asked Aaron Boone whether or not one hit like that can spark a guy.
Honestly, with Gary, I really feel like it's every at-bat it could be turned around. I feel like he's close. I just feel like he's fighting it, wanting it so bad, which I feel like's maybe gotten in his way a little bit. But so, sure, hopefully. I mean, but but I feel like even through these struggles, I feel like he's been close all along. So, hopefully this, takes a little bit off his shoulders, and before long, we can look back on this and it be a bump in the road on the season for him.
Definitely felt great. It's been a while since I've been able to contribute, on the offensive side, getting on base with a base hit and on that moment there, helping the team, So, yeah, definitely felt it.
And when Sanchez reached base yesterday, you can tell there looked like there was a little element of relief there. Now, Aaron Boone said after the game he would look at the lineup, decide exactly what he wanted to do. There was some thought maybe he'd give Gary Sanchez day game after a night game off, but he opted not to do so. So Sanchez back in that lineup. He'll catch and bat fifth. They're hoping that he can get that offense rolling.
All right, sounds good. Meredith, have a great day. We will see you during the game with Michael and Paul. Now, before we head to break, let's take a look at the Yankees' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Koch Industries. Tomorrow is the 72nd annual Old Timers Day with wall-to-wall coverage starting at 11 a.m. here on Yes. When that's done, the Yankees will take a trip down I-95 for the resumption of their suspended game from last month and the rained-out contest from the following day against the Nationals. Then they return home to face the Mariners before hitting the road for a 6-game trip.